So you love Pokemon cards and it's 2026, but you're not trying to spend hundreds of dollars chasing after that rare pull or on sealed product. Believe me, I get it. In this video, I'm sharing with you guys 5 tips on how to collect Pokemon cards in 2026 the smart way. This is specifically for casual collectors who just want to enjoy the hobby, which I think is a majority of us, but don't want to break the bank. Remember, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. God loves you, I love you, and encourage somebody today. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Tip number 1, collect what you love and not what's trending. You may be asking, why am I holding an Onyx right here? A base set Onyx to be exact. Well, this card represents the first card I remember as a kid in the 90s collecting, and I have so much nostalgia for it. And along with all of the base set of Pokemon. So I have tons of ideas that I am utilizing right now with collecting base set Pokemon cards. One of them is actually having a binder of the base set card in the middle of a 3-row, 3-column binder, and then around that having all my favorite art of that Pokemon. I actually got that idea from someone at a trade show, which we'll talk about later, but I love base set. It's nostalgic to me. I grew up on Generation 1, Generation 2, and so this Onyx is the first card I remember seeing as a Pokemon card, and I just love the art. It's just absolutely nostalgic for me. It's beautiful. I don't have any intention selling my base set cards, so I want to give them to my kids. But whether it be this Onyx, or whether it be this Articuno, or just some random card like a Mega Sharpedo EX, it could just be your favorite artist that makes certain cards. Whatever it may be, collect what you love, because in 2026, there's a new Pokemon set, I swear, every 3 weeks. And if you're just going from one set to the next and chasing the hype, you're gonna just lose so much money doing that. So find what you like to collect. Again, if it's base set cards, if it's Generation 5, if it's an artist, whatever it may be, if you do that, those cards are going to mean more to you. You're gonna be more satisfied as a Pokemon collector and with your collection as a casual collector. Tip number 2 is budget what kind of product you want to buy. Okay, this is not a shocker to anyone, but even in 2026, some of the sealed product has lowered from scalpers, and there is a little bit more product from what I've seen in retail stores, but it's not cheap. So if you're buying Elite Trainer boxes, packs, illustration boxes, singles, every single set, that adds up very, very quickly. So you need to budget what you're comfortable spending each month on Pokemon cards. And so for instance, I have a 151 ETB right here. ETB stands for Elite Trainer Box, and I can do a deeper video on this if you would like. Just leave a comment down below if you'd want me to do this, but explaining what all these different products are. But my direction that I go when I buy Pokemon products is I typically try to buy ETBs, or I like to buy special illustration collections or anything that gives you promo cards and some packs, or maybe some things that you can collect that you can use for storage, like sleeves, dividers, posters, whatever it may be. I try to buy products like that. Okay, I used to buy a lot of loose packs, and sometimes I'll buy loose packs just for videos, but it'll be like a couple packs. It's not like 30 packs or whatever. I've only bought one booster box, and it was for a video series here in the channel, and a lot of times I'm just not going to do that. But typically for collecting, I just do not recommend buying loose packs, because you could spend retail, you could spend $70-ish on an ETB. This was about $110. But the thing is that you get a lot in this ETB comparatively to just buying loose packs, right? You get a promo card in here, you get 9 packs, you get dividers, you get sleeves, you get dice, and it can sit on your shelf and it looks nice in the box. Along with other different illustration collections, I think that buying sealed products, you really just need to budget what you can buy every month. If you can only spend $70 a month on Pokemon cards or less than that, then find a product that you could buy that is gonna give you the most bang for your buck. Again, I recommend Elite Trainer boxes or illustration collections, because you're getting some packs with it, but you're also getting some cool promo cards. So buy the ones that you actually like and stick with that. So tip number 3 is, where can you find the product? Okay, so now in 2026, it's a little bit easier to find product.
What did he say?
But the bottom line is that you're going to have to spend a little bit more money on Pokemon product now.
Make it double.
It's just, unfortunately, that's just what we're in right now. And it has dropped. Like, I've seen ETBs for some of the new cycles, so like the mega sets. I've actually seen them for, I think, around $70 something ish, $80 on TCG Player, which, again, they were typically like 50 or 60 in Target, a while ago, but that's better than spending $130 on the ETB, right? And so some of the best places that you can get product are tcgplayer.com, your retail stores if they carry them, like Target, Walmart, Costco, Sam's, all those places. And then another great place is actually just going to trade shows, card collecting shows. Vendors there will typically have pretty good prices. They're not going to scalp the product for the most part. And I've had good success just buying product at those places because they typically have it. Now, there are going to be vendors that sell it for more potentially, but again, typically you can trust those sources, and you can definitely typically trust TCG Player. And so if you need help finding shows near you, there's tons of resources online. You can literally type in TCG shows or cons in Google, and you'll see like a couple sites that will list like all the shows that are supposed to be happening. It's a great way to find it. Now, say you wanted to buy singles, okay? Singles, again, TCG Player is a great place. Shows are a great place. eBay also is a good place as well. I would be wary of buying things on Amazon. My friend bought an ETB on Amazon and it was fine, but I've heard some horror stories of people buying product on Amazon. And so I would just be very wary of that. And then the last place is actually your local game store. So look up your LGSs in your area and support your local game stores. I love going to local game stores and supporting them with singles or ETBs or whatever it may be. But those are great places to meet new people, trade, and also buy product. Tip number 4 is how you should protect your product now that you have it. Okay, so there's a lot of options that you have here, but I could make a whole video on the products that you can protect cards with or ETBs with. And so if you guys would like a video on that, again, leave me a comment down below and I can make a dedicated video for that. But some of your typical things you're going to need are, these are called penny sleeves. This is Ultra Pro. You can get them from a lot of different companies or on Amazon. You put cards in those and it's very helpful to protect them. And then you have 2 different types of top loaders. You have rigid top loaders like this. Again, you can get this from like BCW, or you can get this from Ultra Pro or whatever. And then you have semi-rigid top loaders. Okay, now these are typically used when you send cards in for grading. This is a great product as well to just store or have your card protected. And so those are some big things that I recommend. I also recommend magnetic cases that you'll see on the screen here. You can put cards in these cases and it's something that makes it look really nice that you can display. And then another thing is there are ways to protect your ETBs, and you can get these cases on Amazon that are awesome, and you can put your ETBs in these. And so I'll put that link down in the description as well for those links, and I'll try to put links for everything here, all the products here, but I would love to do a dedicated video on that if that's something you guys would like to see here. And another thing that I have is a hard shell case that I put a lot of expensive cards or cards that I want to grade in. I would recommend maybe getting one of those as well. I think it's a great thing to have for your collection. Now, tip number 5 in 2026 is collect with kindness, okay? We just went through an insane 2025 of TCG collection, and I feel like there was so much, scalping going on. There was so much like hostility towards like getting product, and honestly, there's a lot of great channels out there that do a great job of this, like Coops Collectibles. He does an amazing job of really just, giving back to a community, like helping kids like enjoy collecting as a hobby. Like he doesn't even charge them for cards sometimes, and you know, he just gives them away sometimes. And so I think that that's something that we can all do this year, is that you could surprise a small kid with maybe one of their favorite Pokemon cards or one of their favorite artists that they like, or just like giving them a deal if you're like a vendor or a seller, because that will really go a long way in a kid's heart and make a huge impression on them as a child. Because I mean, we all, if you're my age, we all remember collecting Pokemon cards as a kid, and just the excitement to be able to collect them was awesome. And so I think it would be a great thing if more people this year had some kindness when doing collecting, and also just thinking about like other people when you go into some of these stores and, you know, buying product, right? Like think about other people that, like kids that may want to buy some of this product as well, right? We've probably all seen videos of people buying like out all the Targets and all that stuff, right? I don't think there's any like point for that, right? I think people need to chill out, honestly, but they can do whatever they want. But I think that that would be a great thing to spread this year in the Pokemon collecting community, and just the collecting community in general. So spread some kindness this year in 2026. Give a small kid or a friend maybe a deal, or just give them a card for free or something that they love. I think that would go a long way. If you guys did enjoy this video though, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell. It really does help. I enjoy making these videos for you guys. I do this for fun. And so if you would like to see any more videos here or any more guides, leave me a comment down below on what you'd like to see or what you'd like me to cover, and I will try to do that here in 2026. But I will see you guys later, and I hope you guys have a fantastic 2026. Happy collecting.